Ladies and gentlemen, ocean-bound people, welcome back to Here Be Dragons. We are jumping into what is the 8th scenario, I think. So we're making fairly good progress. The cherub is keeping a watchful eye on us as ever. Let's hope it's not trifle. Great, let's jump right on into it. I am very excited for this. Right, I'm not gonna read the story, because as much as I do indeed like the story, I actually prefer the gameplay just a heck of a lot more. And therefore I feel like I want to get to the strategy, I want to get to the strategizing. I will quickly go over what this is though. This is the Hydra, Chapter 8. To kill it, all heads must be defeated in the process of regenerating. Okay, so that means presumably that we need to kill it at the same time, or a similar-ish time, which is probably going to be quite challenging indeed. Now, interestingly enough, it doesn't look like we're able to shore up our ship's defenses even slightly. Inflict as much damage of the sum of this action's die. Okay, so we can afflict up to 6 damage there. That's actually a really good ability. Extra salvos for all allies. I mean, that will probably come in handy. Yeah, okay, this is going to be cool. What's this? Nothing shall defeat me. Heals as much as the sum of this action's die. Heal a selected ally or self. That's also super powerful. And this is causes 2 damage, causes 1 damage, remove a die. Right, and the Hydras have got -2 damage for a 2 and a 3, or Fire Breath, 1 damage, weaken a cannon or defense from a selected enemy with a 4 or a 6. They can't utilize, none of the enemies can utilize a 1, so that's worth bearing in mind. Cool, alright, well, we've got a shot to make a real difference here. I don't really love that, especially if we maintain the initiative. We're not going to be able to take advantage of the dice removal feature. So why don't I stick that in there? That'll bump up our figures to quite nice levels. I don't love that because I will lose the initiative if that's the case. So I could take a 4, but of course I'm not able to utilize a 4 anywhere at all. So that's pretty disappointing. I mean, I can just take the 6 and the 1. It's not the most optimal use of my die, but I guess it's better than nothing. Sure. Yeah, I don't love that move. I don't love that move. I don't love that turn, but you know, sometimes you just get dealt a rotten hand. Right. So we have the initiative. Where do we want to go first? I mean, I feel like maybe just trying to target down the Hydras first would be pretty good. Right, 8 damage to a single Hydra is quite an achievement, I must say. 5 HP damage over there. That's actually kind of not as much as I was expecting. Again, like I think I'm totally okay with that. I think I'm totally okay with that. I maintain the initiative. That's pretty good. Righty-ho. We've got the ability to heal up, and this will allow us to heal for 1 in the process of dealing 2 damage to an enemy. And I think I also maybe want to stick a die in here. So if we take the 5 and the 1, alternatively, we could leave both of the 1s available to deal damage to the enemy. I mean, that would be quite a tricksy little move. We will lose the initiative, absolutely guaranteed, and we're not able to utilize a 4, so that's pretty irritating. I think probably that's our best bet. Yeah, we take the 5 and we take the 1. We heal you up, and we'll be able to inflict a bunch of damage onto this other Hydra right over here on this turn. So let's give it a shot and see if it works. Right, so we need to target you. It's only going to deal 6 damage to you, but that's okay. We're about to utilize our action. Execute our action. Take you down to 3. That's very nice. Don't love that. And in fact, that's probably going to be that ship going down. However, I am kind of banking on taking out both of the Hydras this turn. How am I going to do that? Well, that's a mighty great question. I would have loved a 1. I would have loved a 1. Because at the moment, there is a way for us to do this. There is definitely a way for us to do this. If we do this, right, and then we do this, yes, we will lose the initiative. And is that a problem? It is actually a problem. It is actually a problem. And I'll still lose the initiative under any circumstances. Right. That is a problem, because I need to be able to attack first, right? I need to be able to attack first. Here's the plan. I need to be able to attack first with this boat in order to inflict at least 1 damage onto one of these Hydras. Then my other ship can target the other Hydra, and then my action can deal the remaining 2 hearts of damage to the other Hydra. So I need to find some way of ensuring either that this ship survives, which is, I feel like at this rate, impossible, or of doing some shenanigans. I mean, if I was to... I've got it. What we're going to do, we're going to increase this to a 5, right? And then I take this die, perfect, which still allows me to deal 1 heart of damage. I maintain the initiative, right? I don't care about your extra cannon. That's okay, because we're going to deal 1 damage to you, and then we're going to deal 5 damage to you. I should have perhaps done that in the other order, but it doesn't particularly matter. That ship's going down anyway. As far as I'm concerned, that is what it is. So you are indeed in the regeneration phase, and so if we take you out, we should take out the entire beast, which is absolutely wonderful. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a difficult champ to take down. However, I am very, very, very powerful in terms of all of my points have already been put into raising up my attack ability. I am going to lose the initiative like this, but I mean, it's going to make me super, super duper powerful, and he's not even going to be able to use his action, and he's only able to attack for 1, and I'm able to deal 4 damage over the course of a single turn, which hopefully means that I should be able to take him out at in 3 turns tops, really. I do have a little bit of a timer on me, but I think I should manage to cope. Right, you take the 5. I mean, that works for me, quite honestly. I tell you what, that acid spit that you're about to do on me, hey, that's not happening. Boom, that's right. If we do this, if we decrease the 5 to a 6, it means that we don't get the extra attack, which would have finished him off, actually. In hindsight, that would have been a more clever option. However, I did think, hey, we're going to be able to maintain the initiative, which means that the acid spit wouldn't get triggered. As it turns out, I could have just gone for it. I should have had more faith in my own ability. Give me 1 basic defense, so we actually have some defense on the board. And, to be honest, 1 basic attack, sure. I'm not entirely convinced how positively I feel about the fact that my ships are, like, constantly changing for all of these sort of, like, mini micro campaigns. Right, the Hydra is back. The multi-headed beast is back to do business. You've gained a new errata option. Wonderful. Execute 1 free action, and it costs 3. Well, I'm delighted. However, I never really get much of this bottled juice stuff. It's not very common that I'm able to get the stuff. I mean, if we had a 6, that would be really, really nice. As it stands, extra salvo for all allies and self. As it stands, I think I actually want to put that in there. I'm gonna lose the initiative if I put another 5 in there. Is it worth it? I mean, maybe a little bit. Nothing shall defeat me. I mean, it would be kind of nice if I got some preemptive healing on the go. Sure, let's do that. I mean, a little bit of a passive turn, not super over the moon with it, but as it turns out, it should be fine. Right, so we just need to make sure that absolutely everyone is damaged for a similar amount of HP, which is going to be challenging because some of the abilities, some of the abilities deal a heck of a lot of damage, and the other abilities will manipulate my attack damage, which is not super great, but it is what it is. Ooh, okay, this is quite good, actually. This is quite good. So let's put the 3 in there. That's going to be a heal for 5, which I hope will be enough to deter the enemy. However, I'm not entirely convinced that it will be. Let's do an extra salvo for myself and my allies. I am not happy with the fact that I will lose the initiative on that, and in fact that will basically mean that I will die. There is a way that I can go about fixing that, though. I can only heal for 4, and then I will take the 6 over there. Yeah, this is a very, 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 very risky maneuver, I feel. In fact, I might straight up just not be able to deal with it. I mean, you're gonna deal 2 damage. You're gonna deal 2. Everyone's gonna deal 2 damage to this guy before he even gets his heal off. So, I mean, I think immediately we're looking at a failure here, unfortunately. That extra salvo, though, that extra salvo is our way to victory, without a shadow of a doubt. Right, well, since this looks like we might be entering the realm of failure anyway, why don't we have a little look and see how long it takes for these guys to regenerate? That bite ability is just absolutely ludicrous. Right, so regen. How long does the regen take? Excuse me? That die went miles away. Heals all allies. To kill it, all heads must be defeated in the process of regenerating. Alright, but that doesn't really explain the situation. Let's do that, and then let's do, yeah, in fact, let's just do that. Head regrowth. Okay, I'm with you. I see what's happening. Heals HP as much as the sum of this action's dice. Okay, that's very interesting. That's very, very interesting. So we do actually have some latitude to deal some damage to the to the other heads whilst one is regenerating. And if we get lucky, if we're able to manipulate, if we are able to manipulate the die in such a way that that we can guarantee that he doesn't get between a 2 and a 4, then that would be lovely, actually. Right, a 6. I really do not think that there is any way for me to win this. It's a 6. I mean, we could execute an action. We could execute an action that we could get double 4, you know, so that's 8. So we could take out this dude. Sure. Let's give it a shot. Okay, that is, I mean, that is a terrible, terrible play. But I'm super delighted that that they decided to do that. I mean, I think I'm still going down here because of the two damage. Yeah, I'm definitely going down. All right, but I think that getting that execute ability will really, really help us out, especially if we double up the extra salvo. So what I need to do, rather than focusing on healing, I think, is just try and focus on getting as much extra damage as I possibly can in everywhere that I possibly can get the damage. Cool. Let's do that. Followed by Watch and Weep. Actually. That there. And then nothing shall defeat me, because we are going to get attacked. We are going to get attacked. I know that for a fact. I want to maintain the initiative. So I get to attack first. I don't think it's super essential to maintain the initiative on the first offensive, but you know, the more I'm able to attack, the merrier, really. Yeah, this is a lot of damage that we're going to take on this turn. I mean, it's going to be another 6 from each and every bite. I mean, that is an absolutely gargantuan amount of damage. That really is a lot. Right, well, the good news is that since that was just pure damage, that was no sort of modification of, attack values or whatever, so that's really, really nice. Let's bump that up. Let's do... Oh, that's gonna lose me. That's gonna lose me the initiative. That's pretty darned irritating, and in fact, I would wager... we will lose if we do that. So, I mean, I can take the 3, watch and weep, and I can take nothing shall defeat me. But, I mean, we're still gonna die, aren't we? We're still gonna die when absolutely everyone decides to attack this here boat right here, right now. Yeah, I mean, there's literally no point in putting an action into there. What we should probably do, what we're better doing is... What we're better doing is putting a 6 in here, maybe? And just trying to deal as... try to deal as much damage as we possibly can. Oh, I don't like these die at all. They're just absolutely brutal, really. Absolutely brutal. You know what? Sure. I think we'll actually just leave it like this. And so, we are going to take a point of damage. Yep, we are going to take a point of damage. I don't love it. I don't love it at all. Wowzers. Okay, that was straight up brilliant, in fact. I did not realize, of course, that... I did not realize that he would take extra damage from the die. I completely forgot that they can't utilize ones. So that's a bit of a problem there. And you get regeneration. I don't love that regeneration. That's pretty nasty stuff. Right, head regrowth. That's not good. At least I've got the initiative. I've got the worst die there by a country mile, I think it's probably safe to say. Let's attack the chap that... I mean, it doesn't really matter who we attack. Sure. Right. I mean, that's a lot of damage, but I mean, we're not at an insurmountable point yet. Right, you're reducing my cannons, which is very, very, very problematic. Right, you can't utilize a 1, so that's nice. Watch and Weep, that'll deal 4 damage. So we could take you out, actually, if we put that in there. Right. Right, I've got a strategy here. That's going to go in there. What we're going to do is we're going to increase this to a 5. Right? And then we're going to decrease this to a 1. So that means that they're going to take 2 hits of damage. Right? 2 hits of damage from not being able to use the 1s. Brilliant. And also, the 5 is not going to be able to go towards head regrowth, which, I mean, is super duper important. The unfortunate reality is, I mean, well, the fortunate reality is that I'm able to maintain the initiative, which is very, very nice indeed. The unfortunate reality is that Watch and Weep is just not powerful enough to destroy this dude over here, which is very, very, very irritating. But I think What we gotta do is we gotta deal the damage. We gotta take 3 damage. That's fine. And then we deal 4 to this guy. And thankfully, in fact, he had the action which was queued up. So we get away with escaping a little bit of extra damage, which is very, very nice indeed. Okay, so again, we don't want to feed any 2s or 4s to the enemy. So that's to be avoided for absolutely certain. How are we going to deal all of this damage in a single turn? I mean, I have absolutely no idea. We need to heal. We absolutely need to heal. I'd like to take the 2. I'd also like to take the 1. The 1 will guarantee me a single heal. I mean, we got a couple of options here, actually. I think what I'd like to do is take the 2. I'm thinking I take the 2. I'm thinking I heal for 1. And then that will mean that they're not able to utilize the 1, so that'll be 1 damage to you. And they're also not going to be able to utilize another 6, because only 1 6 can be utilized. So I will be down to... I'll still take that damage, won't I? I mean... Hold up. Where did the die go? Ooh. Yeah, this is a problem. Can I heal you? Okay, I can't heal you. I think I might be in trouble. This is not good. Alright, I mean, that's a really, really irritating situation to be in. Where we have to restart the battle purely because of a bug. That is not good, to be honest. Very, very not good. I don't think we were heading for a win, but... Nonetheless, it's a bit of a yikes from me, dog. Okay, I mean, the strategy there, I think, was fundamentally good. I want to take the 5. Yeah, I want to take the 5, and I want to take the. And I want to take the 6, to be honest. Yeah, you know what? Sure. I'm all in. I'm all in on dealing as much damage as I possibly can. Let's do this. Let's absolutely just try and finish this off as quickly as possible. So that's 2 damage to absolutely everyone. Ideally, if we're able to finish all of the Hydras off at the same time, then that means that nobody can get any extra regeneration. Now, I can take this guy out. I can take this guy out on this turn, which is actually a pretty tremendous achievement. Now, they do heal up for 1, which is a little bit of a bummer. Also, they're going to get first dibs on the die, so we could see some head regrowth going on. Yep, so that's not exactly ideal, but it is what it is. That's another 6 which we get offered, which I'm very happy with. We will maintain the initiative whatever happens. So that's really, really nice. I think we put in a 6 there. And I think we put in a 2 there. Now, because we've got the initiative, we actually will be able to deal the 11 damage. And you know what? I'm going to deal it on this boy down here. This Hydra down here. Because he's the nasty piece of work. He's the nasty piece of work that was going to deal the most damage to us. And we maintain the initiative going into this round, which is oh so important. I feel so good about this. I don't know what happened. I think we just got a good bunch of rolls. So I'm very, very happy with this. Right, we need to make sure that we avoid 2 to 4 for the head regrowth. So actually, all we need to do is take this 2 out of the pool, and we will be completely sorted. If we can get an extra salvo for our dudes, I mean, that would be tremendous. I'll take that, and then I'll take that's no mere trifle. In fact, no, I won't. What am I thinking? I will do this, and I know that the enemy is going to regain the initiative, but I'm going to have won by that point. Oh my goodness. Okay, he can't do it. Let's do it. Okay, so I should have absolutely overwhelming firepower at this point. Right, so again, I lose the initiative. He attacks, but he only attacks for 2, so, I mean, that's completely fine. I'll be able to execute my salvos, and I'll be able to win on the salvo phase. Wowzers. Okay, I mean, that must have been one of the quickest battles, I think, in the history of battling. Didn't even take any damage on the first ship. 2 basic attack, maximum health +3. Come on, I'm all in. I'm all in on an attack now. I can't not be. Basic defense +2. I mean, yeah. Basic defense +2 seems like a no-brainer, really, in a world where ships don't have any defense. What the heck is that? Oh my goodness. Leroy Jenkins. He just said Leroy Jenkins. Vulcan is guarding his territory. The Roman god expect to sacrifice from 1 die from the side without initiative. If no sacrifice is offered, Vulcan will impose some penalty on a random unit. Okay, so ideally we want to maintain the initiative, right? Presumably. 1 die from the side without initiative. So I've got initiative on this occasion, which is great. You've got Mighty Bites. And Eruption, side without initiative must sacrifice a die. Causes 3 damage from move. Okay, alright, fine. I mean, I want to maintain the initiative as much as possible. Am I able to defeat a Hydra on this occasion? I don't think so. Unless, I mean, 5 plus 2. 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 4 is 11. Okay, we can defeat a Hydra on this turn. If I do this, yeah. So we're able to defeat 1 straight up, which would be really, really nice. No ones for them to take damage on. I mean, I don't love these figures. I don't love these die, but that's fine. A 3 going into Watch and Weep. That is very, very nice. Okay, and since we don't have initiative, the die is going to be sacrificed. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll just have to see how that craziness goes. Right, Mighty Bite. I would honestly prefer... Okay. Oh, that is so good. I was away to say, I actually prefer the Mighty Bite attack to this Super Fire Breath nonsense. Right, who am I going to take out? I'm going to take out you. Brilliant. So we're able to take you out before you even are able to execute your action. Hold up. Why were you able to... Why were you able to execute your action? Alright, that's miscalculation on my behalf, because I thought I'd used a 5. Also, how have you gained initiative? How did this... When that die was removed from Super Fire Breath, did you gain the initiative because of that? I feel like that's a total swizz and should not be allowed. I mean, that is garbage. Straight up garbage. And that will absolutely do it for me. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, there is very little hope that I will be able to deal with this. So 3. Causes -3 damage. Punishment, yeah. Excuse me, I had the initiative. I had the initiative. I mean, now I have the initiative. I don't understand how it happened. That's very surprising, given that I'm pretty sure I had the maths on my side there. Well, you never know. We might still be able to get by. That's 2 1s. I mean, I do love the sight of those 2 1s. These figures aren't so great, to be honest, though. If I could increase that to a 5, that would be nice. In fact, you know what? You're going to take 2 1s of damage anyway, so That'll take you down to 5 HP, which means that I'll be able to get within range of you there. So as long as I take a reasonably... I'll take a 3 there. I think that's fine. I can't give any sacrificial die. That's not on me. Oh, come on. You assigned a 1. So you're able to actually actively assign a 1. Well, that is probably going to be the end of me. At least in this encounter. Ugh. And you weaken me. Yeah, and you get a little bit of HP regen. That ain't so hot. That ain't so hot. That ain't so hot at all. Right, there's a 4 and the 5. I mean, I'd rather take the 5. I'd rather take the 5 and stick that into no mere trifle. Ideally, I would like to increase this to a 5 as well. Increase that to a 5. This is not going to work. I need to attack with you, but I wanted to use no mere trifle instead. Okay, that's a bit of a bummer. What I will do in that case is I will put a 6 in there, which will give me extra attack damage, but it's not the extra attack damage I'm after. I'm after the die removal. So that's okay. Let's also increase this from a 4 to a 5 as well. So I think this will allow us to stay alive on this occasion. They're definitely going to take 2 points of damage. That's definitely going to be you dying, which is great. We're only going to take 2 damage from this mighty bite. Yeah, okay. And hopefully you won't regain the initiative. Hold up. How did you not take 2 damage there? And why am I going to take... Okay, I didn't take the damage there. Okay, right. Not entirely convinced that I have any understanding of how this is working. However, this does actually achieve my goal. I will, deal 1 damage, but that's not what I'm all about. I'm all about removing that die from the fiery breath. And that will just sustain... Hold up. Here we go. Yep, there we go. That will sustain my life for a turn longer, which means I should be able to take him out if I get lucky. If I get lucky. Nothing shall defeat me. That's just an HP thing, isn't it? I've got 4 attack value, and then, I mean, if I was to increase that to a 6... If I was to increase that to a 6... I still wouldn't have him. I still wouldn't have him. I mean, what I can do and what I will do is I'll do that. Oh, but the head regrowth. I really worry about the head regrowth. That's a big old problem. I need to basically destroy him on this turn. I mean, the head regrowth might not go through. What I think I need to do is I think I need to put a 5 in here, right? So that'll take my attack damage up to 5. And then I need to execute this action. I straight up think that that's what I need to do. Unless there's a way of winning this with nothing shall defeat me. So I take the 3 out of the pool. I mean, that still leaves 4 4s. I could take nothing shall defeat me. And I could increase these... And I could increase 2 of these die up to 5. And if I was able to do that, if I did that... Yeah, so if I increase that... Okay, we're just going to chance it. I increased 2 of the 4s up to 5s. I don't love that play, but it is what it is. It allows me to maintain the initiative. I believe. So let's go and see if there's any head regrowth. Oh my goodness, I lucked out tremendously there. Right, so do I take the damage here? No, I don't. And oh my goodness, that I don't understand how the order of operations works. However, I'm very glad that it worked out like that. I'm very glad that the AI didn't decide to faff around with that. That's real good. That is real good. Okay, so that heals us for a turn, which I think should get me across the line. I think it should get me across the line, especially with a roll like that. That is exactly the roll that I needed to see. So that should, theoretically, allow me to... Yep, they're not able to... They'll be able to assign a 6. But that doesn't matter. I should be able to just finish him off in the attacking phase. Oh boy. All right. I mean, I don't want to pretend on that occasion. We got real lucky. Right. Let's just okay, so the alchemist clearly did something shady again. I'm going to skip the cutscene because I really want to get into the next fight. This is 9.1. My parents' grandparents' roots. Right. What have we got? Presumably a new enemy? Oh my goodness. It's a skull mermaid. And also some, I don't know, like, octopus thing? Squid? Your errata option has improved. Reroll 1 die. Oh my goodness, it's actually been made a legitimately not terrible ability now. Still a little bit of RNG, and by a little bit of RNG, I mean entirely RNG, but that's okay. Right, let's have a little look at our abilities. Holy Water, -1 damage, all poison, -2 damage, all during 2 turns. Okay. Expulsion causes 3 damage with value of 4. Will next appear as the next assignable dice. Heals as much of the sum as this ally. Assigned die will appear as the next assignable die. Okay. Shoot there or there. Causes -3 damage randomly. Assigned die will appear as the next assignable die. I mean, these sound like super strong abilities, I must say. I like the randomized nature of the die. I also like Holy Water. It's pretty good. The thing that immediately sticks out to me, though, is the defense value of this boat over here. What have we got over here? Cool. You know what? We'll just work with it. We'll just work with it. I think I want to take... I think I want to try and get Holy Water completed as a matter of priority. So let's try and do that. And shoot there or there. Assigned die will appear as the next assignable die. Cool. I'll take a 5. Sure. Okay, let's just sort of work this through. What is that assigning? That is truly abysmal. That is very, very poor on the enemy's part. I mean, I'm delighted that they decided to do that, to be honest. Are we able to damage anybody? I mean, a little tiny bit. A little tickle. There we go. That's fine. Oh, that's okay. That's fine. Causes 3 damage randomly to exactly the person that I would like to damage, and we get another 5, which is, I mean, just brilliant, actually. Right, the seduction is a little bit of an issue, but that's okay. We got a 5, which is a nice die to have. Right. Can we get Holy Water? We cannot get a Holy Water. I'd love to remove the seduction. Let's remove the seduction on the 6, and then shoot there or there. Yep, that's fine. We've got the initiative. I will take you out. Yep, and I mean, it doesn't really matter what we do. Sure, just both target the sharky shark. That's fine. That's totally fine. Remove the seduction. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, this is delightful. I'm absolutely over the moon that we are randomly targeting all of the units that I want to randomly target. I mean, that is such a powerful ability. It really is very good. Seduction again. That's okay, because, I mean, I think I might want to prioritize getting Holy Water out this turn. If that's possible. I say if that's possible, because we might straight up just be dead on that boat. which is, I mean, not good. Not good at all. However, we shall endure. I can instantly execute an action. Ooh. Let's instantly execute that action. That might not have been a particularly wise move to make. Because, hold up, I think I can actually do better than that. There we go. Oh, whoops. Beer or rum. I say maybe I can do better than that. Not actually convinced I can do better than that. Right. I think I made a series of bad plays on that turn. I lose the initiative, which means that, yeah, my ship goes down. Before I'm able to execute the very key action that I needed to execute. I mean, I'll get to heal, but, I mean, ugh. Seduction, that's really irritating, because that's a really, really good ability. I get the heal. Lovely. I get to keep the 3. Less lovely. Ugh. I mean... yeah. Leaves a lot to be desired, to be honest. Regain the initiative. Seduction. Able to deal 1 damage to you. I mean, this doesn't look unanimously spectacular. Because you're just going to do another undead siren song bit of nonsense. And you're just going to seduce me for my key ability yet again. Which I don't like. And by the time that I'm able to destroy this shark, I deeply suspect that I will be dead. Deeply suspect I will be dead. Right. Sure, beer or rum. And then you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to do something real cheeky. I'm going to increase the value of this to a 6. And then I'm going to finish my turn up there. And I'm going to hope that that's going to keep me alive. That's fine with me. Hold up, you can actually use a 1. That's not so perfect. Right, I think I'm dead. I think I might be dead. I guess we'll find out in the next turn. Yeah, come on. Come on. Get the song out of the way. Some pending die. Right, I've got the initiative. I've got the flippin' initiative, which is good because this is my time to shine. Let's do this. Right, you're dead. Brilliant. Absolutely essential that that happened. We're still gonna have this stupid siren song thing. And I suspect that that means, yep, we are doubly seduced. If that's even a thing that can happen, well, it's happening to me now. And that is, in fact, the Skull Mermaid, which absolutely caused my end. The problem there was my mathematical skill. Nothing else really mattered. What I need to try and prioritize is staying alive until Holy Water can actually do its damage. Yeah. Yeah, it's just I need to get the three errata in order to trigger it straight away. That's the strategy that I'm gonna go for, I think. I'm gonna immediately try and use that die. I'm also gonna probably try and see if I can take a 1. I can take a 1.5. And in fact, I'll take a 1 and bump up my heals. I think this should still... no, this will not allow me to keep the initiative. That's a bit of a bummer. I'll lose the initiative, but... oh, in fact, they take 2 damage, which is more than I was hoping for. Because they could have done that a little bit better, but... you know what? That's fine with me. Let's execute our salvos. We've got a little bit more defense this time to call upon, so that's quite nice. The Siren, we're just not going to be able to defeat. It's just much better, I suspect, if we target down the sharks. So, let's do that. Oh, you unbelievably irritating creature of the sea. I mean, that is a real problem, especially since I don't have the initiative. I can't control. You're just gonna undead song every single turn, aren't you? And that's pretty irritating. What have we got? Expulsion. Sure. I mean, I have to undo the seduction. I have to undo the seduction. But I don't even get to maintain the initiative on that occasion. Right, 2 damage to the shark. That's good. That's less than ideal. Also less than ideal. And also less than ideal. Doubly seduced. Sure. Remove the seduction there, that's nice. We're still not able to trigger the action, and we just take an absolute boatload of damage, and we still don't have the initiative. That is rough going. And oh, goodness gracious me. The undead song is just straight up gonna destroy me. Yeah. I'm not gonna bother putting my points anywhere else. If they're just gonna get seduced. I'm just gonna get, like, seduced repeatedly. Brilliant. Poison. Causes 2 damage every turn. I mean, getting that holy water activated, that was always the core plan. Hopefully, the seduction will not be able to hold me back too much more. Especially since I've got the initiative on this occasion. Yes, nice, 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 nice. Very, very nice indeed. Right, so what we need to do is survive. Undead Song. As long as I take the 4, you're not going to be able to use anything to destroy me. Which I am very, very happy about. And then we should get another errata. And when I'm able to use another errata, another execute, then we will just use the holy water. And that will make things a heck of a lot better. Right. And in the meantime, you'll also take an extra little bit of damage. I will lose the initiative, but I think that probably works out for the best. Remove seduction. Absolutely delightful. We get our extra errata. You also take extra poison. Extra poison damage, that is. And so I think I might have won here. As long as we're able to trigger holy water, which I do indeed believe we are going to be able to. Gonna take a little bit of damage there. Not loving that. Well, let's execute. I mean, what does that do? 3 damage. I don't want to do that because the undead... In fact, you know what? I can straight up... just use expulsion, and that will damage the undead mermaid enough. I'm gonna take the damage, maintain the initiative. Really rather important. I'm able to execute my action, which is what's important. And we deal 3 damage, and you die. Son of a Biscuineer, exactly. I am actually shockingly surprised that that went as smoothly as it did. What have we got? Max attack, maximum 2 health. I'm going to take health on this occasion. I feel like we've had a lot of campaigns where I've gone glass cannon. Now, I'll take max basic defense even. I don't like the whole switching out the campaign things. I'd much rather, like, sail a single boat through the entirety of the adventure. Whoa! That's a peculiar... That is a peculiar vessel indeed. Oh my goodness. It's a ghost ship. It's a ghost ship. It is indeed a ghost ship. It can be an enemy's target only when it has an activated action. Cool, so it's got a ghostly salvo, causes 2 damage from all, remove 1 die from each enemy, and spectral blinding causes -4 damage. That's absolutely obscene. Bonus pin, block the next execution of an action. Alright, I mean, the undead nonsense monster needs to be taken out as swiftly as we possibly can. If we can remove any 3 to 5 numbers in the pool, then that would be brilliant. In fact, I straight up think it's worth losing the initiative in order to hinder the undead monster. Yeah, shoot there or there. I think that is actually the best course of action for us. Yep. So, yep, you should be able to assign a whole bunch of stuff. You'll gain the initiative, but that's okay. I'm okay with this. Who are we going to try and take out first? I mean, we've got 3 damage, so it doesn't... oh, well, in fact, we don't even have a choice about who we take out. We can't take out the undead because we don't have enough attack. I guess we'll have to try and meekly chip away at this merman over here. Undead's Call. I'm totally happy with Undead's Call occurring absolutely every single time. Maybe even destroying the throw trident guy would be good. Maybe that would be good. The reason that I say maybe it's better to rush him is that we will get an extra bottle of errata if we're able to defeat an enemy reasonably quickly. So that would be good. Sure, let's do it. Let's also see if the shoot there or there ability is able to target the ghost ship. It's not able to, well, I don't know if it's able to target the ghost ship, but it didn't target the ghost ship. But I'm fine with who it did target, actually. That's very okay with me. Right, Undead Song. That's a big irritation, actually. A real big irritation. You're able to throw your trident. I would love to be able to destroy you before that actually happens. I mean, I will get to act first, so we could random it up. Beer or rum? No, I don't want a beer or rum. I mean, what would this get me? He's got 2... I don't think that there is any way... I don't think that there is any way in which I can defeat this guy before he acts, unfortunately. So I'm just going to heal up, and I'm going to go part way towards getting holy water. Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. However, we might be able to take him out next turn, which is kind of what I'm banking on. I would love it if you attacked this dude. That is absolutely crazy. Oh my goodness, and you're straight up dead. Wowzers. Okay, I mean, maybe I need to refocus my efforts on making sure that I'm able to heal. But that was pretty tough, actually. This guy is a very, very, very tanky unit, thankfully. Undead Song. I'm going to take beer or rum. I'm going to take beer or rum, so hopefully we're going to be able to inflict a bunch of damage, and we'll be able to destroy you. Unfortunately, that means that we're not able to utilize poison anymore, and poison was kind of the strategy that I was going for, given how unbelievably good it is. A 4 being the next assignable die, I'm completely okay with that. Okay with a 3 being the next assignable die as well. We get some more errata, which is good. We get a 2. Yeah, you're basically going to guarantee that Undead Song. You don't actually use the Undead Song. Remove 1 die from each enemy. Okay, so there is pretty much... I was going to say, there is actually a point in doing this, because I will get to act first, which is nice. I can also attack this vessel now, although I don't have enough attack damage in order to do anything of value. So there we go. The initiative is super not worth it on this occasion, but that's fine. Brilliant. That's wonderful. And your 2 damage will do absolutely nothing to me. Oh, straight up it will do something to me. It's not big though. It's not big at all. In fact, that's That's not what I would consider a major event. I would consider that a very, very minor event as events go. Right, now the undead song is what really concerns me. And there seems to be no way that I can avoid using it, or avoid getting around it. There's just no chance. Shoot there or there. Yeah. I think I just hold on to my errata for now. I don't think that there's any real need to use it. I think that we can still win like this, to be honest. I've got the initiative. I'm not able to do anything. Pretty disappointing. Yep, that's real good. As long as we're able to repeatedly trigger this ability, then we will be totally fine. The problem is the seduction, which will inevitably get in our way. Right. So a 3, a 4, and a 4. Just give me anything out with the 3, the 4, and the 4 range, please. That would be oh so delightful. Right. We'll take seduction, and then I think I'll execute the beer or rum on this occasion as well. So that'll presumably guarantee me 3 HP. I think it's 3 HP anyway. Not able to do any attack damage. And you do your stupid siren song thing again. Yep, there we go. We get a 3 coming in next turn. Oh, this is just, it's just so unbelievably irritating. It's so unbelievably irritating. There's literally no way that I can raise my attack value enough to damage this siren. I feel like probably just restarting at this point is the best course of action, because there is literally no way that I can get through that armor. I think I straight up need to just absolutely prioritize the siren. The siren is just such a difficult unit to deal with, especially if it locks down one of your 2 only abilities once the other ship has been destroyed. We need to go for holy water. That's where the value is. It really, really is very, very good. Undead song is 3 to 5, so we're not going to be able to remove all of the die from the sort of siren pool anyway. I guess we just have to hope that it doesn't work. I'm just going to try and trigger holy water. That's what we need to try and do. And then I'll take a 4. Sure. Yeah, I don't love any of those actions, to be honest. In fact, I hate that whole thing. Sure, I guess we'll attack this guy again. We can't deal any damage to the siren. Yeah, it's to be expected. That's probably the worst unit that random ability could have impacted. That's really good for us, actually. Honestly, anything that gives us access to holy water sooner is fantastic. That seduction is so damaging. That's so damaging. Right, holy water. Let's get holy water absolutely triggered. I think I straight up just need to put. Yeah, I need to put a point in removing my seduction. And they have the initiative. That's unbelievable. Sure. Am I straight up dead before I can undo the seduction? I think I totally am. Right, okay, interestingly enough, my actions can't even impact the ghost ship whilst it's stealthed, which is a bit of a problem. That's okay, I'm okay with that. You removed the poison? Okay. Didn't realize you could do that, but I guess that's okay. 6. I mean, 3 random damage. It could be oh so glorious, but I think I want to go for a reroll. Give me something good. Give me a 2 or a 1. Oh, brilliant. Okay, absolutely fantastic. We got to go all in on holy water. We got to go all in on holy water. That's what it's all about. You execute all the salvos you like at me. You can do all your silly little actions. That's absolutely fine. I'm super happy with the Undead's Call. As long as I get between a 1 and a 3, I'm in luck. Here's hoping, folks. 1 and a 3. That's neither a 1 nor a 3 or anywhere in between. In fact, these 4s are all guaranteed to give me damage. Wow, wow, wow. I simply do not believe it. I mean, I'm gonna press on, even though I know for a fact that this is gonna be the death of me. Yep, there is pretty much nothing that I can do at this point. Yeah, sing your heart out. I'm not impressed, not even slightly impressed. Right. Let me do the auto cherub. Right, triple sixes. Okay, that is, in effect, 3 damage that we can inflict upon the enemy if we are careful. And I am going to be careful on this occasion. Shoot there or there. It says that I will have the initiative. I will not. However, I will deal 3 damage to absolutely every enemy. They won't even get a choice. And that affects ghost ships as well. And that is a straight-up stellar opener. I am very, very happy with that. Let's attack this guy. As we always do. Wonderful. And you decide to attack that guy as well. Honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Right, so undoubtedly the Siren is going to be able to get her stupid song off on this occasion. She doesn't do it. She doesn't do it. She doesn't do it, which is just an absolute blessing. That is so good. Okay, we've got to trigger Holy Water. So that's going to be you dead, without me having to worry about things at all. Or is it? Ooh. Do I want to do Holy Water on this occasion? I mean, I could just do Expulsion and target you. Yeah, actually, I think that this is probably the better play. I'll put that in there. It doesn't do very much, but I will be able to heal this boat up for 1. Nice. Doesn't really matter, but yeah, we'll be able to destroy you on this occasion. Do I want to destroy the Siren, actually? I think I actually straight up want to destroy the Siren. Yeah, destroy the Siren. That's a more important priority. Let's be real. Okay, heal you up for 1. That's almost not worth it, but you never know. Maybe it'll come in handy. Causes 4 damage. That action is so cool. Okay, we need to use Holy Water, and we need to use Holy Water fast. You know that 1 that I was talking about? I need that 1. I need that 1. I need that 1. It needs to be self-heal and also Holy Water. How much damage am I going to take? I'm going to take 3... I'm going to take 4 damage. I'm going to take 4 damage in attack, which is totally fine. I can totally deal with that. And then we're going to assign the 4 over here. Yep, that's brilliant. And then next turn, we might even be able to execute another instant Holy Water, which would be phenomenally helpful. Right. That's a bit of a problem. But that's okay. You gain the initiative. Hey, that's good news. Oh, wait, hold on. You don't have an action queued up, so I'm not actually able to deal damage to you this turn. I feel like that's a little bit of a swizz, but that's okay. Oh, I am not able to deal the damage. Brilliant. Alright. Well, that's wonderful. Now we've just got to contend with the ghost ship, which theoretically should be a little bit easier to deal with than otherwise. I think we can stay alive if I do this. I say that. I think I might have just wasted all of that. Did I just waste all of that errata? Oh, I did. I totally did. However, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be totally fine. I mean, this dude is going to get destroyed, undoubtedly. That's my bad. Again, my maths. Optimistic calculations, I would suggest. I get to assign the die first. I mean, we just do... Hold up. No, I don't do that. I think I actually want to give... I want to give my enemy the ability to... No, I don't actually want to give my enemy the ability to deal damage to me. I want to calculate when I'm able to deal damage to him. So I would like to put in... I'd like to put in a 4, actually, because, you know, just giving him a 1, even though it's going to lose me the initiative, it deals a guaranteed 1 damage, and there is no other way that I would be able to deal 1 damage over the course of that turn if I didn't give him a bad die. It does, of course, mean that he's able to, you know, choose which die to use, and he decides to use a ghostly salvo. Honestly, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm going to take that, execute, shoot there or there, and I can just put something into beer or rum, I guess. It doesn't actually matter, as I will regain the initiative at the start of the turn, and I will be able to execute my action first, and my action will deal damage to a random enemy, and there's only one enemy. So, I mean, there we go. Thank you very much. We didn't even take any damage on the second ship. That's pretty good. Plus 4 maximum HP? Yeah, absolutely. That seems like a pretty big increase. Basic defense or plus 4 maximum HP. Plus 4 maximum HP as well. So we'll be up to a nice healthy amount. A nice healthy amount of HP and basic defense. Double ghost ship and a shark. Leroy's Ghost. Alright. Thank you very much. Ship graveyard draws energy from waste. Each unassigned die goes to the ship graveyard. When enough die have accumulated in the graveyard, you're in for trouble. Okay. Causes 1 damage to all player units. Causes 2 damage to a random player unit. A new unit joins the battle. Undead Triton. Okay, so presumably that's not very helpful for me under any circumstances. I'm just guessing here. So I should probably steer well clear of that. And I should probably just try and make sure that I always assign a die. Holy Water seems to be a good thing to do. I'm going to try and take the 5. Going to try and take the 5 so that I make sure that I don't give them the option to use Spectral Blinding. I'll stick that into there, actually. Yeah, that seems like a pretty reasonable thing to do. So I can attack the shark in my spare time. And they can build up to the ghostly salvo. I want to try and get the holy water to trigger when both of these guys have activated the ghostly salvo. 7 HP. Wowzers. That's quite a lot. But you know, I'll do what I can do. I'll try and do what I do. Right, so we're looking to give them a 2 and a 4, and I would like a 2 for myself. In fact, I don't even get to assign that. However, that's good. That's actually good. It's less good that I'm not able to trigger Holy Water on this occasion. Is there any way in which I can trigger Holy Water? It doesn't look like it. It straight up does not look like it. Yeah, no, sorry about that. Expulsion. Sure. Actually, if I go back, if I do that, I am able to take this guy out before he gets his action off. And if I do that, then that will allow me to maintain the initiative anyway. Right. So that, to be honest, was not the end of the world. It still would have been nicer to capitalize on the fact that the ghostly salvos are going to be coming my way. Yeah, I'm not thrilled about that, actually. And they're going to remove, presumably... Yeah, they're going to remove both of the die. Both of the die that I have assigned, as well as the Holy Water die as well. The good news is, this boat does actually stay alive. Although, There's also poison, and poison from the shark. The stupid, stupid shark. That really didn't do me any favors, but that's okay. A 1 and a 6. If I take the 4, then I will be able to deal 2 guaranteed damage. I think that's pretty much exactly what I want to do. Shoot there or there. That will not be able to do anything. I'm not going to be able to... not going to be able to deal any damage with my actions. Okay, so I just don't attack, but I get a guaranteed 4 next turn. I mean, that's kind of, that is what it is. I'm not particularly bothered about it, to be honest. I need to be able to maintain the initiative. Beer or rum is pretty good, actually, so I'll take that. Yeah, 2 damage. 2 damage is not a lot, and in fact, I think I can maintain... I can maintain taking 2 damage for a good long time. What have we got? A 6 and 2 3s. Well, a 6 will do damage to him. Do damage to them, so both of them, in fact, will take damage from a 6. Additionally, if I was able to lower that to a 1, then that would also be pretty darn good. I will take the 3, as that will self-heal for a large amount. I will also decrease that to a 1. Yep. And then I will execute this action. I don't know why I did that, because that will not be able to trigger at all if I'm giving them a 6 and a 3, so that was a complete waste of 3 errata. But don't worry about it too much. You know, sometimes you just gotta go with it. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That's not good. Actually, turns out I was on the ball. That actually didn't work out too unbelievably horrifically. I mean, this is still an absolute nightmare to dredge through without the ability to utilize poison. Right, spectral binding and ghost thingamabobber. I mean, I think we got to go for a restart here. I don't think that we're going to be able to realize our dream of conquering the oceans without poison, really. No, not at all, in fact. I mean, this is garbage. This is absolutely garbage for us. This is absolutely garbage. In fact, I straight up just might restart this, because I straight up do not think that I can manage that without a semi-decent roll. That is a much, much better roll. Right, I think I sort of want to try and get... Yeah, 2 HP there. I mean, holy water is nice. I'll get holy water. And then let's get beer or rum. Get beer or rum there. Cool. So I'm going to try and go for a little bit more of a sustained build on this occasion. So I want to try and sustain my other ship, my poison ship. Because everyone is going to attack the poison ship. And that's going to deal 7 damage. Completely understandable. I'm going to be able to heal the ship up for 3. So that's good. That's very, very good. And you're going to do poison damage onto the other ship. Well, that's very nice, in fact. Anything to keep the holy water dream alive. And I should have the initiative. That's pretty good. Okay. So, I want to give the enemy a 3, a 3, and a 3. Ideally. So I need to assign that holy water to there. And then I'll also take the 6 and complain about it, because that's not good. Yeah, I need this not to be a 6. Oh, this is the turn. This is the turn for holy water, though. There is no other option. There is no other option. I actually might take this ability. You know what? I'll do that. The 6 is going to explode, but they're going to be able to use the 2 3s. I'm not super happy about the 6 going into the graveyard, but needs must, I suppose. Oh, wow. Straight up, you did not decide to use the die in the order that I wanted you to use them in. That's real annoying, in fact. Can only describe that as a really, really annoying occurrence. Yeah, you can execute all of your salvos. I don't care. Poison, wonderful. And then we'll deal 3 damage to you. Okay, I mean, that's nice. That's nice. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We've got some decent errata now. I'm on a decent amount of HP, which I'm happy about. Very, very happy about. Right, and I get to assign the die. Now, ideally, I would not give the enemy anything here, but as it turns out, I think I'm going to have to give them something that will trigger their Ghost Salvo, unfortunately. Okay, I mean, we can trigger one of the procs for the Holy Water, and then if I take the other 3, then I'm able to heal up with the beer or rum. I think that's good. I think that's good. So they will get Ghostly Salvo off, which is irritating, but I don't have any permanent die in my modifier section, so, I mean, that's fine. Oh, I can actually deal some damage. Well, that's delightful. Okay, good stuff. 5 HP. That's a tough one. Nice. That's good stuff. The Ghostly Salvos will actually impact my Holy Water. I'd forgotten that. I need 3 errata. Give me 3 errata, and I'll be absolutely rolling. 2 5s, honestly, kind of what I'm after right now. The reason that I'm after 2 5s would be, you know, 2 Spectral Blindings. And that would open everything up. Also, I could use Ship Graveyard. I could, like, sacrifice a 1, or I could give an enemy a 1, and that would work out quite well for me. However, I think what I want to do is try and get something else back into Holy Water. We'll heal up for 1. Yeah, so we'll do that, and then we'll also use beer or rum. Beer or rum, yeah, and then we'll leave it there because we have to. There's nothing else that we can actually do. Yeah, so 2 Ghostly Salvos. Hopefully, we get 2 3s and we're able to force the enemy to use Ghostly Salvo next turn. And that's straight up just messed up my entire flipping jam. I didn't even clock that the damage was there, which is a real old-fashioned bummer. Right. I'll give them a 1. I'll give them a 1 so they can choke on it. That's right. I said it. And then I'll take the 4 as well, and we'll stick the 4. We'll stick the 4 into here. Yeah, I think that's totally fine. Let's do that. Whoa, you're not able to utilize the 6? Oh, I completely forgot about that. That is honestly not ideal. But you know what? We deal 6 damage, so on the whole, that you know, can't complain too much. What I am a little bit irritated with is that I'm consistently able to destroy this shark over here, this dodgy shark. But further than that, just not able to do anything. Not able to do anything. Right, Ghostly Salvo, you're opened up. You've been opened up, which is great, because that means that we can Holy Water you on this occasion, which is absolutely delightful, and something that I will absolutely be doing. A Triton will actually come into the battle if I do that, though. What is it? What is it with these 6s when I need them the least? I need to holy water. Well, I don't need to holy water. I can expulsion. I can do that in order to... Actually, there's a point here. I'm going to heal up, and then I'm going to sacrifice that die, because the die will be sacrificed before the ship graveyard can actually spawn in a new unit. So let's give that a shot. There we go. Yep. Spawn failed. The battle is too crowded. Straight up. That is brilliant. Okay. So that means that we're able to get away with dealing a little bit of damage. I could destroy you, but you will be destroyed before... Anyway, oh, can I not? Okay, alright. I guess we're just both targeting that shark. Forget about it. Doesn't particularly matter. Yeah, you do your stupid stinking salvos. And I will do my my holy water damage. That's fine. That's okay with me. Nice. Very nice, in fact. Very, very, very nice. So, if I give you 2 4s, then you will expose yourself to a ghostly salvo on this occasion, which would be not half bad. Probably want to try and heal you up. Not going to use holy water in the conventional sense on this occasion, but I am going to execute holy water with... Is holy water the best thing to do? Yeah, it totally is. It totally is. Yeah. So let's execute with holy water, and then we'll finish that up there. That's okay. I take slightly less damage. Ghostly salvo -2 damage. That's okay. Heal up. Brilliant. And so that'll give us another lease of life. I remove the die, but that's okay. It's already served most of its useful purpose. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. So, if we're able to manipulate the die... if we're able to manipulate the die in any meaningful sense to give the enemy stuff that they are not interested in, unfortunately, they are interested in pretty much everything here, which is a bit of a problem. For that reason, it's probably pretty important that we beer or rum it up. I'll also do... I mean, they're able to do 6 damage at the moment anyway, so the chances of me surviving this are basically nil, which is a bit of a problem, actually. Yep. You're dead. You're dead. Well, I guess you're healed up, so that's nice anyway. And now we're back to that same old situation. However, on this occasion, the enemy has got way less HP than where we were last time. So I think we could potentially do this. Right, if I give the enemy 2 3s, that would be okay. I'm going to try re-rolling one of these 3s. And hope for a 5. Oh my goodness, it's a 5. That is absolutely phenomenal. Means that I lose the initiative, which is actually a bit of a bummer. What I should have done was just increased one of these 3s to a 4. Now I'm going to lose the initiative, which means that an action is not going to be queued up, which is a big old problem, I believe. Wait, what? You didn't assign a second die anyway? Oh wait, you did assign a second die. Yeah, see, that's why it's a big old problem. That was a pretty crucial misplay that I made at a late stage point. Bit of a choke, to be honest. Bit of a choke. I mean, we can heal up, and that will be good. We've got the initiative, which is fine. But I'll take damage. Thankfully, I've got quite a large amount of armor, able to withstand quite a pounding. Right, that's good. That's 2 errata. That gives me basically the opportunity to do absolutely anything. That's double 6s. I mean, that is 2 damage waiting to be done to the enemy there. Yeah, let's just use this as an opportunity to heal up. There we go. In fact, that's 4 damage to the enemy, so there you go. We absolutely want to make sure that we do not give the enemy any extra die. Because otherwise we're going to see an undead Triton enter the battlefield, and I really do not want that on any level. Right. Okay, alright. So it turns out that I cannot choose. I cannot choose whether I want an enemy Triton to enter the battle or not, because there is going to be one that is entering the battle, whether I like it or not. That's pretty disappointing, actually. Decrease the value of that, and then we'll put that in there. That's fine. Yeah. I mean, that is pretty garbage. I feel like the enemy pretty much manipulated that, which was quite a clever play. But that doesn't reassure me or make me any happier about anything that just occurred. I mean, that was a miserable turn. The enemy was able to keep initiative, which means that I am pretty much just screwed. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that there is absolutely nothing that I can do. Increase that to a 4. No, I mean, anything that I do will just result in my immediate death. I mean, 2, 6, 8, 4. I mean, if I do that, I heal. And if I do that, I heal by another 3. But that just postpones my suffering for another turn, which is just as miserable, to be honest. In fact, it doesn't even postpone it for a whole turn because of the spectral blinding. And of course the ghostly salvo. Right, well that is pretty miserable to end an episode on a defeat and looking at a Triton's ugly face. But that is gonna be it for this episode. We're gonna have to give it another crack in the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you as ever to my fantastic Patreon supporters who help make videos like this possible. I've been Open Potato. This has been Here Be Dragons, and I'll see you next time. Bye.